In the realm of cybersecurity, authentication serves as the gatekeeper, determining who can access digital resources and services. Traditionally, authentication relied solely on passwords, a single factor that, if compromised, could grant unauthorized access to sensitive information. Recognizing the limitations of this approach, cybersecurity experts devised multi-factor authentication, MFA, as a more robust alternative. MFA enhances security by requiring users to provide multiple forms of identification, or factors, before granting access. These factors typically fall into three categories. 1. Something you know. This includes passwords, PINs, or answers to security questions. 2. Something you have, such as a mobile device, smart card, or security token. 3. Something you are, referring to biometric identifiers like fingerprints, facial recognition, or voice prints. By combining these factors, MFA creates multiple layers of defense, making it significantly more difficult for cybercriminals to gain unauthorized access. The need for MFA. The rise of cyber attacks targeting user credentials has highlighted the inadequacy of traditional password-based authentication methods. Statistics reveal a disturbing trend. A significant percentage of data breaches stem from compromised or weak passwords. For organizations, the consequences of such breaches can be catastrophic, leading to financial losses, reputational damage, and regulatory penalties. Furthermore, regulatory bodies and industry standards organizations are increasingly mandating the adoption of MFA as a fundamental security measure. Compliance requirements such as GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DSS advocate for the implementation of robust authentication mechanisms to protect sensitive data and ensure user privacy. Types of MFA factors. MFA encompasses a variety of factors, each offering unique strengths and considerations. Knowledge factors. While passwords remain the most common form of knowledge-based authentication, they are susceptible to various vulnerabilities, including brute force attacks and password reuse. Security questions, though easy to remember, can often be guessed or socially engineered. Possession factors. Devices such as smartphones, USB tokens, and smart cards serve as possession-based factors, providing an additional layer of security. However, the loss or theft of these devices can pose a significant risk unless additional safeguards, such as encryption or remote wipe capabilities, are in place. Inherence factors. Biometric authentication methods, including fingerprint scanners, facial recognition systems, and voice authentication, offer a convenient and secure means of verifying user identities. However, concerns regarding privacy, accuracy, and spoofing remain prevalent. Location and time factors. Geofencing and time-based restrictions add another dimension to MFA, allowing organizations to enforce access policies based on the user's physical location or the time of day. While effective in preventing unauthorized access, these factors may introduce usability challenges for remote or mobile users. MFA technologies and solutions. An array of technologies and solutions are available to implement MFA across various platforms and environments. SMS-based verification. Widely adopted due to its simplicity and ubiquity, SMS-based MFA sends authentication codes to users' mobile phones via text message. However, this method is susceptible to SIM swapping attacks and interception by malware. Authenticator apps. Apps like Google Authenticator and Microsoft Authenticator generate time-based one-time passwords, TOTPs, that users enter alongside their passwords during the authentication process. These apps offer enhanced security compared to SMS-based verification but require users to install and configure additional software. Hardware tokens. Devices such as YubiKey and RSA Secure ID tokens generate unique authentication codes that users input during login. Hardware tokens provide an extra layer of security by ensuring that the authentication process remains offline and immune to phishing attacks. Biometric authentication systems. Leveraging unique physiological or behavioral characteristics, biometric authentication offers a seamless and secure user experience. However, concerns regarding accuracy, privacy, and interoperability across devices and platforms persist. Push notification-based authentication. Utilizing mobile apps or browser extensions, push notification-based authentication sends authentication requests directly to users' smartphones or other registered devices. Users can approve or deny the login attempt with a single tap, enhancing security and convenience. Implementing MFA. Deploying MFA within an organization requires careful planning and execution. Assessment and planning. Conduct a thorough assessment of existing authentication mechanisms, user workflows, and security requirements to identify areas for improvement. Develop a comprehensive implementation plan that outlines roles, responsibilities, and timelines. User enrollment and education. Communicate the importance of MFA to users and provide clear instructions for enrolling in and using MFA solutions. Offer training and support resources to help users understand the benefits of MFA and address any concerns or questions they may have. Integration with existing infrastructure. Integrate MFA solutions seamlessly with existing authentication systems, identity management platforms, and access control mechanisms. Ensure compatibility with legacy applications and systems while maintaining interoperability with cloud-based services and mobile devices. Monitoring and maintenance. Establish monitoring mechanisms to track authentication attempts, detect anomalies, and respond to security incidents promptly. Regularly review and update MFA policies, configurations, and access controls to adapt to evolving threats and business requirements. Challenges and considerations in MFA. Despite its effectiveness, MFA presents several challenges and considerations. Accessibility and user experience. Balancing security with usability is critical to ensure that MFA solutions do not impede user productivity or frustrate end users. Implementing intuitive authentication methods and providing alternative options for users with disabilities can help overcome accessibility challenges. Security vulnerabilities. While MFA enhances security, it is not immune to exploitation. Threats such as phishing attacks, social engineering, and malware can compromise MFA mechanisms and bypass authentication controls. Organizations must remain vigilant and implement additional safeguards to mitigate these risks. Cost and resource implications. Deploying and maintaining MFA solutions require investments in hardware, software, training, and support resources. Organizations must weigh the costs and benefits of MFA against potential security risks and regulatory requirements to ensure cost-effective implementation. Conclusion. In an era defined by digital transformation and interconnectedness, safeguarding our digital identities and information assets is more critical than ever. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, stands as a cornerstone of cybersecurity, offering a robust defense against an ever-expanding array of threats. By combining multiple factors of authentication, including knowledge, possession, and inherence factors, MFA creates layers of protection that significantly enhance the security of our digital ecosystems. As organizations and individuals embrace the principles of MFA, they reinforce the resilience of their digital fortresses and mitigate the risk of unauthorized access, data breaches, and identity theft. By adopting MFA best practices, staying abreast of emerging technologies, and fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness, we can navigate the complex landscape of cybersecurity with confidence and resilience, ensuring a safer and more secure digital future for all.